Good morning, the chairman, Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center and Legal Department, co-comrades and able viewers. I came distribution live from Ikeja and Avenue branch. We are presenting before you a family dispute case and child access denial reported by Mr. John Abba against Ms. Chisom Onuji and the father of the young girl. Please join us as we interview them for a peaceful resolution. Yesterday, we wanted to attend to the case briefly because we have other meetings in the police office which need our urgent attention. I have to move the case today so that we can give proper attention. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center for other useful information. Do visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. Thank you. Okay, today we'll have a little bit good network. Let's hear from you, Abba. Tell us exactly what you said, and please note, I'm speaking to all the parties. We don't entertain lies here. Whatever you say here is subject to be investigated by the police. If you give any false information here, it's a criminal offense and you can be arrested for that. You don't deform anybody's character, you don't lie, you must say exactly what transpired and how we can mediate for peacefully. So don't lie against her, don't lie against him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you say something that you don't prove, just like the way three of you are seated here, we'll only call the police and we'll transfer you people straight to them to investigate the criminal aspect because we don't treat criminal cases in our office. Okay? So tell us exactly what happened. How did you meet her? And do you know while I'm asking you a question so that you can give full of your statements? If there is anything you did not remember yesterday or whatever you did that she stated and you did not touch, say exactly how you met her, what transpired between you and how it resulted to pregnancy. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abba John. As of 2018, I met Chisom Onuze in where I was serving my boss. I was selling tire then. So along the line, I approached her, and then she told me that she was born on 4th October 2000. That was 2018. She was 18 years then. She told me that she was 18 years. So along the line, I approached her and she agreed that we can date. So when we were dating, early 2019, as of February time, she took in, she got pregnant. And when she got pregnant for me, I bought some drinks with my friends. I went and meet her dad. I told her dad that I'm the one responsible for the pregnancy and I would like to marry her because I'm not such a person that get my girlfriend pregnant and abandon her. So the dad told me that he will get back to me in 3 days' time. 3 days' time reach, I did not hear from him. I called him, sir, you haven't called me. You told me that you get back to me in 3 days' time. He said, yes, I should hold on first. 1 week and 1 week and a half passed. I did not hear from him. So I still call him again, sir. You still haven't called me. I don't know what is wrong. He said, yes, I should hold on. Initially, I don't want to inform my father. I don't want to tell my father that my girlfriend is pregnant before. I want to just keep everything within myself until she gives birth. Then I surprise him at home with the child. So when I see that everything is beyond me, I inform my father that see you.
Let this man shift from road. You know the right thing to do.
I told my dad that, sir, I've got my girlfriend pregnant. And since I've got my girlfriend pregnant, I've made my intention known to the father that I want to marry her. So my dad said, okay, what is the next? So my dad told me that, okay, what is the next move now? I said, I've informed the father of my intention that I want to marry her, but the father insists If the father haven't give me any reply yet, that is why I say I should inform you. It's okay, I should send the man's number to him. I sent Papa Chiso number to my father. He called him as of that 2019. He told him that my son tell me everything that happened between your daughter and my son. Please, I want to know the next step because I will marry her for my son, because he told me that he love her. So the man said he should sorry you that his own father, that is grandfather of Chisom now, that the man don't want his daughter to marry from Benue State, that I'm from Idoma tribe and she's Igbo, that there is no way that we can marry. I said, okay, fine. Marriage is not do or die affair. It's something that both parties will agree together. If you say I will not marry your daughter, it's not something that I will kill myself, and it's not something that she will kill herself. But now that she's pregnant, I want to be taking care of her until she give birth. Then I went and registered her for antenatal in one popular hospital in our area. So when I registered her there, she was taking her antenatal care and everything there until I traveled to Dubai as of that 2019. So immediately I travel to Dubai. They changed the hospital. They changed my son hospital from the antenatal hospital. They changed it from that popular hospital to local hospital. I told her that, is that one not okay for you? The hospital that I registered, is that not okay? Is it Dr. Amaka that I want to born in her house? Popular hospital compared to Dr. Amaka hospital, you cannot compare the two. It's better you born in this popular hospital. She say no, that her father say she should go and born in that local hospital. I say okay, fine, no problem. Anything that you need, still tell me. The medication that they are giving her there, me I know it's not sufficient enough.
Remove the cap.
Okay, sorry ma'am.
Put it on your lap.
Okay. The medication they are giving her then, I know it's not sufficient enough, because yesterday I overheard her when she said my son have something on his mouth and it's the result of medicine that I give her to abort the baby. It's not true. The medicine, I did not give her any medicine during the pregnancy. When she was pregnant, I was so happy. That is why I went to her father's house and I took drink there. I did not give her any medicine to abort the baby. It was a wrong medication that they gave her in that local hospital that caused that thing. That thing is, they used to call it cleft. It used to happen to a lot of children on their lips here. It is the cleft that happened to my son, and that thing is wrong medication. So when as everything was going, she went and delivered in that hospital. So when she delivered in that hospital, I said, okay, no problem. I send her money. And before I even travel to Dubai, I drop her 42,000. When she gave birth, I still send her 45,000 or thereabout. Immediately she gave birth. So when she gave birth, I told her that anything you need, please inform me.
Give him tissue. If you want to cough it to the tissue. Please don't
I'm sorry.
Anything you want, inform me, and I'll make sure I provide it for you. She's okay, no problem. That anything they want, she will tell me. And that 45,000 that I sent to her during that childbirth, I told her that she should circumcise my boy for inside. Then she should use the rest and take care of herself until I receive next salary. Because then I just begin my work in Dubai. I haven't get much grant. So she's okay, no problem. And I inform her that if you want to circumcise the boy, don't go and circumcise the boy in that Dr. Amaka side again, because that hospital is local hospital. It's very, very dangerous for you to circumcise the boy in local hospital. I know what happened to my father's first son. If you circumcise the boy there, there's a danger of anything can happen. She's okay, no problem. That if she want to circumcise the boy, she will let me know. I said, okay, let me know, because I will still send the money if you want to circumcise the boy. If you want to circumcise him, go to the first hospital that I register you, because it's a popular hospital. She said, okay, no problem. Then one early morning, I asked her to send me a picture of that boy. That was 9 o'clock Nigeria, 9 o'clock Dubai time, 6 o'clock Nigeria time. Early in the morning, I asked her, we are inside motor with the baby. She said, yes. Where are you going to this early morning? She told me that they are from hospital. What did you go and do in the hospital? Is anything wrong? She said they went for circumcision. Did you tell me that you are going for circumcision? She said no, she's sorry. I said, you are sorry for doing such a mistake? I think I informed you earlier on that if you want to circumcise this boy, you should tell me. Okay, which hospital did you take him to? She says Dr. Amaka's hospital. I said, why will you take that boy to doctor? If anything happened to that boy now, what are you going to tell me? I'm the father of the son. If anything happened to him, to the boy now, what are you going to tell me? Are you going to tell me sorry if anything happened to my son, or you cry had I know? She say she's sorry now. Every time I'll be complaining. I say if this one is more than complain, because it's I can see now that you are taking much advice from outsider. You supposed to tell me some part of my son's life. I need to be taking his responsibility and all those things. And this one is number one responsibility that I supposed to take after I send the money after childbirth. She say yes, she know, but she's sorry. I say okay, no problem. But such mistake should not happen again. Fast forward to that thing that happened to the boy's mouth. I told her that that circumcision and that thing that happened to his mouth, we cannot do the two of them at the same time. Firstly, we have to do the circumcision. If we do the surgery and the circumcision, it will be very very difficult for the boy to survive it. If we do the circumcision, then we will go for the surgery. And I'm making the inquiry. It was a doctor that I called that told me that that thing is cleft. It's wrong medication. So the doctor that I called as of then, he told me that when the boy is ready, when the boy reach like 5 or 6 months, I should call him so that they will bring the boy over. I said okay, no problem. So one day she told me that they are going to Enugu. She did not even inform me. She did not even inform me until she went to Enugu. When her number is not going, I called. Her number was not going. I said, "Ah, what is wrong?" I try all my possible best and reach her one day. So she told me that she's in Enugu now, and they are going for this thing that happened to the boy on his mouth. I said, "Ah, but you did not tell me until you travel to Enugu. Is that how you are going to be your own mother? A mother that cannot even tell her son's whereabout to her husband. Is that how you are going to do your own?" She say, "I'm sorry." She's sorry. I say, "No, this thing now is beyond me. It look like I don't take responsibility of my son, and I won't take it like this." So when the complaint was much for her, she blocked me on all social media. She blocked me on Facebook. She blocked me on Smartboard. She blocked me on WhatsApp. Sometimes she will unblock me, sometimes she will block me. Any day she managed to unblock me. If I send her message, "Ah, mama, why did you block me now?" She will say, she will give me reasons I don't even know about. So it get to a point I was so tired of everything. Then she lost her phone. The first phone I bought for her through Kogi guy, she lost that one. She lost the phone. I couldn't hear from her again. I don't even know what to do. So I have to make inquiry through fake Facebook. I use fake Facebook. One of my friend Facebook, I chat her. She don't know I'm the one. I told her that how are you doing? She come online on one fateful night like that. Say, how are you doing? How is everything with you? Where are you chatting from? All those things. I pretend to be a stranger. She say she don't have phone now. That as of December 2020, she lost her phone during the Xmas celebration. I said, okay, fine. I bought phone of 75,000 through Igbo guy with SIM card. I sent it to her. I told her that this time around, I want to be hearing from my son. I want to be taking care of him because I know he's fast approaching. He's getting to 1.5 years then. I told her that I want to be taking care of him. Please, anything he needs, tell me. If he is falling sick because he's a young boy, tell me what he needs. She said, okay, that what did I mean by that? Is it my son that I'm after? I said, ah, since you are blocking me on all social media, what will I be after again? I should be after your life till I die. I can't be after your life till I die now. Love is not by force. Please, anything my son need, please tell me. And before I even send her that message, they sent the phone to her like 3 days ago. She has been using the phone. She did not chat me, and they sent my WhatsApp number along the phone to her. She did not chat me. She did not do anything. I saw her online. She's using the phone for 3 days. I don't know what to do. So I don't bear it. I can't bear it anymore. So I send her a message that this phone that I bought for you, I bought it for my son's sake. I want to be taking care of him, please. Anything that happen, anything he need, please let me know because I'm the father. Say okay, she don hear. Since I'm after my son, she don hear. She block me again. So when she block me there again, I don't know what to do again because the thing was the thing was is becoming a burden on me. I can't even do I can't be on myself anymore. So I just leave everything to be like that until I come back. As of there, I would have called her father, but I don't have his phone number. So when I come back from Dubai, I called the dad. And there was a time when I was in Dubai, there was a time she told me that the father said she should not collect anything from me again. That is the reason why she is blocking me. She don't know how to tell me that her father say I should not give her anything. That is the reason why she is blocking me. That was the reason, first one reason that she gave me when I was in Dubai. So when I came back, I went and meet the dad that I'm back home. and I'll come back in 3 days time. If I come back in 3 days time, we will discuss everything, how it's supposed to be and how far have you gone. So when I went there 3 days time with foodstuff and everything that I bought, they reject the foodstuff. I told them that I'm coming to their house, let's discuss. So before I could even reach their house, okay, sorry, ma. I told them that I'm coming to their house. So before I could reach their house, they told me that I should wait in the bus stop, that they are coming to meet me there. So when I waited in the bus stop, they came with his friends and everybody. They took me to one beer parlor where they told me that I should go and marry another wife. That this girl, she's married, and since she's married, the son belongs to the new husband. I said, so it's the man that says so. I says, and before the man said that, the girl have told me that when I was in Dubai, there was a time she sent me a message. She told me that is it how it's easy for me to get the son? That since I'm not married to her, I cannot take my son from her. I says, but I'm not running away from the responsibility. The message is still on my phone. I'm not running away from my responsibility. She said yes, in her place, if you are not married to someone, the child will not belong to you. I say, oh, that is the reason why you are doing all these things. You can't just do such thing like that now. You are even doing as if you don't even know me. And this thing now like this now, you know me. We even plan everything before I even travel to Dubai. Why are you now be strange to me? She did not talk anything. And as of then, there was a point she made again. Like yesterday, she said I rape her. That we are not dating before and I rape her. There's still a message in my phone where she said if she did not love me, she will not allow me to have sex with her on the first day. Because I told her, what is the reason why you love me? There was a time I asked her, out of love, what is the reason why you love me? And she told me that if she did not love me, she will not allow me to have sex with her on the first day. Yesterday, she said I rape her, but that message is still on my phone where she said if she did not love me, she will not allow me to have sex with her on the first day.
That means the sex both of you had on the first day
Was agreed
was
between
agreed.
yes, was agreed between us. Uh, so that's all.
All right, just like we posted, you will join us on our YouTube. I'm speaking to you guys on our Facebook page. Join us on our YouTube for the response of the girl and the father. If there's any other thing, we'll let you know. Thank you. It's Access to Justice TV. Subscribe and join on that YouTube page. That is where we continue on this very case. Thank you. Okay, Chisom. Is it not Chisom? Honor, open your mouth and
Good
answer
morning,
me.
Mama Right. My name
Yeah.
is Chisom Omuzo. I met John Haban as of 2018.
You take this small because you know you have a bass voice.
Where I do learn catering. So he was selling for his organ sales style as a sales boy. Then he was working there as a sales boy. So sometimes he used to come to our shop and sit down. Like the shop is closed. So he used to come there and sit down. Sometimes we have some conversation. So I told him that my mom do sell foodstuffs. And he told me that his dad is also a teacher. So sometimes he ask me to bring foodstuffs for him. And he pay me. So I used to give him foodstuff. Even sometimes there was a day I brought foodstuff for him. He was not around. He was not in the shop. So he said I should bring it to his house. He gave me address. So I brought it to his house. He gave me my money and I went back. So one early morning he called me that he would like to eat before he go to work. That I should please bring that foodstuff for him. So I garnered egusi and the other things. I brought it for
Did
him.
you remember the first day you have sex?
No man. But it was
Do you
too
remember the month?
should be around November time.
And so you that they sleep with for the first time, you should know the date based on your memory.
Can't
You,
remember.
you can't remember. You say somebody drugged you, and when you wake up from the drug, you did not remember that somebody drugged you, that you should remember the date of such incident.
I don't remember.
Was it the one that is vegging you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the one that is vegging you? Were you the one that is
No
vegging you?
man, no
It
man.
was the first boyfriend I have.
I was not the
I
one
don't
that
have any other person.
she had
It
one
was the
boy
one
before.
that is dating me.
Hold on. Who is the boy?
She used to call the boy Destiny. The boy is a baba.
Do you know where the boy stays?
I don't know where the boy is still, but as of then, she used to call the boy Destiny. There was a time I had the boy on my Facebook. I don't know of now if he have changed his Facebook username. And if
Okay.
you go to my Facebook now, she's a mutual friend to that boy. She used to call the boy Destiny. That was her first date, according to what she told me as of that 2018. And I'm not the one that is dating her.
Ma is the one that is
Don't
paging
worry
me
now.
because I don't have
Do
anybody.
test. Yes, anything you say there. You think the case is as easy the way you guys are saying it. Anything any of you say here, we follow it up. Which month did you born your child?
I gave birth to him 2019, November
November what?
21,
20,
2019.
2019. So if you have first sex with her November, she cannot give birth to the child November.
No,
Was she
the
pregnant
first
of
sex
12
we
months?
had, the first sex we had was 2018, November 2018. But when we discovered that she was pregnant, it was February 2019.
Okay.
Uh,
At
then
the
she
end,
gave birth.
you will still do DNA test whether the child belongs to you. I hope you know that.
Okay.
Because if you say she have a boyfriend, then and you're friending her, and the first sex both of you had, according to her, you disvirgin her, and she was not pregnant out of the virginity that you break. Then the second one or subsequent one, how many times did you people have sex before she took him? You can't remember. Meaning there was constant sexual
Yes.
affair between you and her
Yes.
before she eventually take him.
Yes.
Good. Go ahead.
So I do bring food stuff for him. So that day he called me in the morning that I should please bring egusi for him that I would like to eat before he go to market. So I brought it for him. On my way leaving, he called me back. Look, I don't have anything in mind. So I entered inside the house. He gave me she said I should sit down. So I sat down. He offered me Hollandia yogurt. Then poured it inside a glass cup and gave me to drink. So after drinking that Hollandia yogurt, I didn't get myself. My eye was turning me. So I slept off. Before I woke up, I saw myself on his bed. He was not the one sitting down on the chair. So I was even pain was all over my body. I could not stand up. So I called him and he came. I was like, what is all this? Even blood was on my skirt. He said I should not be angry, that I should please, that he liked me for the first time, but I don't know how to say it, that I should please, that he will take care of me, anything I want, he will give me. So I was like, okay, how am I going to go home now? And today I did not go to work, how am I going to go home? Then he went and called back for me, and took me home that day. So getting to my mom's shop, I saw my mom was like, where do you go since? I said, I just told her that I went to outside work, because he said I should not allow anybody to know. So I told her that I went to outside work. So getting home, my dad asked me that he came to my working place to look for me. He did not see me there. And where did I go to? I told him that I went to outside work. So he beat me that day that I should never try that kind of nonsense again, because in our working place, highest 5 or 6 o'clock, we have closed. So that day I went home around in the night. So from there, me and him started dating ourselves. So along the line, I got pregnant for him. So I told him that I'm pregnant. He said I should come to his house after work. I should come to his house. So after I closed from work, two of us entered back. I followed him to his house. So he said he gave me one um, drug. It was 10 inside white. He gave me the medicine that I should take it, that the pregnancy will go out. And already we did test in his house. He told me to urinate in one paint. So I urinated there. He brought out that PT test and we did test. He now showed me that there's 2 lines here. That 2 lines show positive. That means I'm pregnant. So that's one go. So he gave me that drugs. It was outside his house, like the corridor of his house, that he gave me the drug. I was sitting down on his couch there. So he said I should take the drug, that the pregnancy will remove. I should take it to the court. So I took it in his house there, then took it home. And I took the drugs for 3 days. Then later I found out that I was having itch, like my stomach was biting me, even my chest and headache. I could not, as in I didn't get myself again. So he took me to one hospital called Ansel Hospital at Okoko. I was sitting down in the chair, then he and the nurses was discussing. So he registered me there and they started giving me treatment. So I was going there for antenatal. So later one
So
day
the
they
drug
found
he
me.
gave to you, did both of you agree to abort the baby? So what kind of drug did they give to you? Because if
It
you
was
say they gave you drug and you know the drug, what is the purpose of him giving you the drug? Are you aware that you want to abort the baby, or you are taking the drug to preserve the pregnancy? Hence you
it
said you
was the
love
one
it.
that it was the one that gave me the drug that
And
to remove.
if he give you drug, what did he give you for?
He said I should remove the baby.
Okay, were you in agreement to remove the baby?
Yes,
You were in agreement to remove the baby.
yes.
And I later register you in the antenatal.
When he found out that I was having
Don't
pain,
answer any question.
when he found out that I was having like my stomach was biting me, then he took me to that hospital. That was where they started giving me treatment, and I was going antenatal there. So one morning he followed me
How many
there,
months was the pregnancy?
either a month and or 2 months.
You cannot go for Atlanta for 1 month. You can't start Atlanta for 1 month.
Either a month and or 2 months that pregnancy is. I
Okay,
did not.
when you went to the hospital, did you tell the hospital that you were taking a particular drug? So what treatment were they giving to you when you went to the hospital? Because if you are taking anything and you are feeling uncomfortable with the pregnancy, and that was the reason why you went to the hospital, you do tell the doctor that this is what you were taking, so as for them to know which medication they are to give to you to stop the turning or the pain in your stomach then.
I told them that my stomach was itching me. It
Itching
was
you.
biting me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You then I will walk you out of my office.
Sorry, ma.
I told them that my stomach
Do you
was
think what you were
biting
saying,
me.
as she kept quiet, does that mean you were saying all what you were saying were true?
Sorry, ma.
Don't raise your hand again, oh, and don't even interrupt me again.
Sorry, ma.
So the two of us went there, they gave me treatment. Already I told them that my stomach was biting me and I have chest pain. My chest was paining me and headache also. So they treated me that day. They gave me medicine.
Mm.
Yes. So the other day me and him followed to the antenatal. Followed me there to the antenatal to that hospital that day. So he was there with me. I did as a normal antenatal there, as in come back and everything. So they gave me medicine, and then they said I should do test. I'm having typhoid and malaria.
Mhm.
So on the process, I saw one woman there because she was pregnant also. She came there. She used to buy food stuff for my mom. So she was like, "What are you doing here?" Then my stomach have not, as in, it was not obvious that someone will know that I'm pregnant. So she was like, "What are you doing here?" I told her that I'm not feeling fine. She now ask me, "Your mom and your dad nko?" I said they are fine. So unfortunately I saw my dad with his brother. So maybe it was that woman that told my mom that she saw me in so hospital. So my dad and his brother came there. Then they saw me there and John. They were not like, "What am I doing here?" I said it was John that brought me here. So my dad and John started having issue like quarrel.
Okay, at what point did John come to your father and ask your hand in marriage?
He did not come. He
You know,
said he said his father is going to come because by then he had already traveled. So he gave me his father's number. So I don't know if he was the one that gave his father my number. So the father called me that he's going to come. Already I've already given birth. So he said he's going to come and see the baby and also ask my dad some things. You understand? So the dad did not even come because later
I'm not talking about it. I say, when did this guy come to meet your father
he
that
did
he
not
wants to
come.
marry you?
He did not come.
He did not come to your house at
Yes.
all.
No, maybe if you come to our house, it's me and him that used to stay at home before you go.
Hmm?
If you come to our house, maybe in the night, you stay for some time, then you go.
Did your father know him?
No,
So if he said if he come to your house,
yeah. My dad they used to go to market. It's in the evening.
eh,
Yes, sometimes he will escort me from work to my house.
mm,
Yes, then later he will go.
so your dad did don't know this
My
person.
dad don't know him.
So how did they started exchanging words in the hospital for somebody that they have not
I
met?
told him that he was one that brought me to the hospital.
Eh,
Yes,
so and because and your dad did not ask why did he bring you to the hospital?
he asked me. I told him that I'm pregnant.
It's in
For
the
him.
hospital that you tell your father that
Yes.
you are pregnant,
Yes,
and your father did not know
he
him.
did not know him.
So they did not talk again until you gave birth.
Me and John did not talk again until he gave birth. Until I gave birth.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, you said this person raped you, that he put something in your drink in his house. The first day he went there to give you food
Not the
stuff.
first day.
And by the time you took food stuff to his house
Yes,
in the morning, and he not hypnotize your and he drug you, and there he had sex with you, and you wake up, you discover that you sleep or whatever, or your body was paining you. Which part of your body was paining you? Your private part or all your body? When you say your body was paining
my
you, your
private part.
was paining you.
Yes.
Okay, did you tell your father
Said I should keep it as a secret.
as a secret?
Yes, ma'am.
So somebody that raped you and you are not in good relationship with the person, you don't like the person, both of you do not agree on anything. You went to the person on just normal customer that you were just supplying market to. You went to the customer's house and the customer now put something on your drink. You drank something and thank God that thing did not kill you. Then the same customer that you are not friending is not your boyfriend, is not anybody close to you. You are just his customer. You are just going there. If he call you for food stuff, you go and drop food stuff for him. All of a sudden, supplying of food stuff led to you entering his room. Then he now offer you drink that you took Hollandia yogurt and all that. Then the Hollandia yogurt leads to you sleeping and you wake up again, your body started paining you. And you did not tell your parents.
No, he said I should keep it as a secret. And I
On
was
what
shocked
ground
to
would you
hear.
keep a secret for a stranger? Because that this person is not your boyfriend
After
according
that,
to
we
you.
started dating.
No, before you started, hold on, you cannot date somebody that is a stranger, is a total stranger as far as this case is concerned. As at the period you went to his house. People sell market now. If this person's parents are, maybe mother is selling something, then the mother have a customer that comes here to buy mineral every day, crate of mineral every day or every week or every month. Now the person is your constant customer does not mean the person is your boyfriend. There is somebody that you must have affection, you must have feelings to say you and this person were having affection, he was dating you, then something eventually happened, he slept with you, then you now say keep it. How can you keep secret of a customer?
Now our shop where I'm learning work,
Yes.
it's where it's used to sell market for the oga is closed. It's just as if my shop is here and his shop is here. The shop is closed. So sometimes he used to come to our shop and sit down. Sometimes we used to as in exchange conversation even with my boss.
Or conversation of boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yes.
As in sex or love?
Not sex. Like he used to like approach me. Yes.
Does that mean he has become your husband?
Mm.
Is he the first person man that have ever approached you in life?
He's not the first person.
If he's not the first person, what makes him special that after putting something in your drink, you now kept the secret from everybody, from your father, from your mother, from your relatives, from friends, and so on? Go on, we are listening.
So after that I gave birth, and before I gave birth he gave me some money that she use it and be holding myself. Then when he traveled he called me that I stranded because when he went there he said what he expected was not what he met there. So he said I should lend him money that he will pay with interest. So I lend him
Lend him money.
as in I should borrow him money. He should
Before
use
he travel,
it. No,
hold on. Before he travel, he gave you how much?
he gave me 20,000.
20,000,
Yes, sir.
not 40,000. Then when he traveled, he now said you should borrow him money.
Yes.
Have you been borrowing him money when he was in Nigeria? Then he now traveled, somebody that traveled. What was your work? You were pregnant, abi?
Yes, ma'am.
So what were you working? What is your job?
I was still going to my mommy's shop.
You are going to your mommy shop.
Yes, man. I have
So,
some savings.
some service
Yes.
for your
I used to
mommy
save
shop.
money. No,
How
I
were
used
you
to save
saving money?
I used to save to 200.
Who was giving you the money? Him.
My dad and my mom.
Your mom was giving you the
My
200.
food money that they used to give me.
Uh,
Yes.
you are not saving it in the bank.
Not in bank. Like Ajo.
Okay.
Yes.
So he now said he told him that you have the address.
Yes.
How much did you save then?
Then I saved up to 30,000.
30,000.
Yes.
He now said you should borrow him 20,000. How did you send the 20,000 to him?
Through Paga.
When you send it the 20,000, what happened?
So I sent him the 20,000. He said he will pay with interest. So
Interest of how much?
20,000.
Okay.
So later on I gave birth. So when I gave birth, I told him that as in I've given birth. So he was happy. So I asked him, how are we going to do this stuff now? I've given birth. So he said he will inform his father, he will tell his father. So after that, he asked me that I should not, as in, I should not take his son to that hospital that I took him to for the what are they calling it, circumcision of the baby, because he was asking me about the circumcision of the baby, because he said, according to him, he said the first son that his father gave to, they did not circumcise him in time. So when they want to do the circumcision, the baby died. So I told him that that baby I gave birth to have jaundice, and he also have what people call TYC, and his stomach also there was black vein was coming out like in his stomach, vein was there. So they said it's oka, that if I do anything circumcision or touch him as in move blood from his body, that some children used to give up from them. So I told him all those things. Then I took the baby home, started treating him jaundice. Even sometimes I will bring him out for in the sun so that the sun can enter his eye. Then later he told me that he informed his father. So his father called me and he congratulated me that have I given birth. I say yes. So the talks finished. So he said he's going to come to Lagos. That was Corona period. He said he's going to come to Lagos. So I said okay. Then later on, I called him because then I want to go for the baby's surgery, because he have clear his mouth here was open, even his nose. He used to suck very well. If I put breast in his mouth, he will remove his mouth. So I have to use hot water to be pressing my breast and bring out the baby and breast milk. I use spoon and cup to feed him so I will be able to eat. So I was calling his number then. His number was not going through. His number was not going through. I do call his number before I go to Enugu for the surgery. I've already done the circumcision of the baby. Before I went to Enugu, and that's this thing, Oka, was still disturbing the baby. So I have to take him to East, where they used to use native medicine for children. So I took him to one woman that used to prepare native medicine for children. So it was the woman that gave me the agbo that I used to use for my baby. So I used to use it to bathe him and give him to drink before he gets himself. So later I took him to orthopedic Enugu for the surgery. So when we went there,
When you're going there, did you tell him?
I was calling the number was not going through because there was no network in the East.
Before you go to the east, did you call him?
I called him, his number was not going.
The number was not going from Lagos to the east and everywhere. No number was
His number
going.
was not going.
For how long?
For a week.
How long did you stay in Enugu?
We stayed there a week and some days before we came back.
A week and some days
Yes.
for an operation.
We didn't do the operation there.
Okay.
We didn't do it because we went there. So the lady that was there said we cannot do the operation because the baby is still small and they don't have enough weight to undergo that kind of surgery. That we should wait till 3 months before we do the surgery for the baby. So we have to carry the baby down to Lagos again. So we have to carry the baby down to Lagos. And I started treating him. Already they gave me something like sellotape that she used it and be putting in his mouth so that the two places can join. So I don't want to do it to be easy to as in stitch it. So I used to use that sellotape and form his mouth. Then sometimes I'll put breast in his mouth, suck. So on that process, someone told me that they used to do the cleft in Lekki, baby this thing in Lekki. So after that 3 months, I went there in Lagos Island. I went to Lekki, that place.
And all those period you have not been able to reach him up to that time. Hmm? All the period you are using somebody's child to be doing experiment up and down, you have not reached this
Now
man.
I blocked him.
So why
He
did you
said-
not say
he
you
said-
cannot reach him?
he
You
said
have
his
somebody's
father-
child, you say that you block him. You block him that he don't have right to have access to his child or what?
Now he said his father is going to come. I did not see anybody, even no brother, no.
So if
I didn't see
the father
anybody.
is, excuse me, is it the father that impregnated you?
He's not the father.
Yes, is he not the one that you're supposed to have communication with? Did the father know when you were having affair with the son? Was your father aware when you were sleeping with him?
Mm.
So why will you block him? You have somebody's child in your custody, then you block him. You said you can't reach him. So if eventually, God forbid, anything happened to the child, you will not tell him what? You went to Enugu, you went to clergy, you went to that one, you went to that one. You are using somebody's child to be doing experiments in all over the hospital, both local and medical, and you block him.
Now he said his dad is going to come.
Even if his dad is going to come,
I didn't see anybody. It was me and my dad that was going through all those things.
somebody that you block, how do you communicate with the person before the dad will come? So the dad is a spirit that will know where your parents are living, that he will land in your house. Continue with your script.
So we went there for the operation of the baby, the surgery for the baby. So they did the operation, and he has this his Nobel was swollen up. They also did this thing operation for him in his Nobel and his mouth. They did everything there, then we came back. After we came back, he like used another number to chat me up. How is everything? I said fine. So
Go ahead.
then he asked me how is everything? I said fine. How is baby? I said fine. So it was like, what happened? That I did not reach him. Even the number I used to get me before, it was not, as in, he did not get me the number. I said nothing. So he now started sending me some of his pictures, as in when he was half naked. So I now tell him to stop sending me his picture. He said there's nothing to hide there. That what is he hiding there? That he is me and I am him. That what am I hiding from him? And already then I already get married. That was last year.
When you were about getting married, did you tell him
Yes.
that you want to marry?
Yeah.
So why did you seize his child from him?
My diagnosis is child for me.
What did your dad tell him about the child?
Only by that.
About the child?
I don't know.
You don't know. Let's hear from your dad.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Marcus Olet from Enugu State, in Izab, Mezu. So, having that, this is my daughter. She will go to work, she will not come back at the time. I want her. And all my children, I want them to behave well. Other than that, I'll train them in school very well. But I don't go to school. So I don't want them to be like me. I like them to go to school and live very well. So I'm taking care of them. Even the senior one now, is very social. Not that school is to that is here. So I now put some for the school. I'm paying for work. So going there. So
He said he can't hear you. You need to speak well.
okay. So at the time, at my shop, a woman that used to go market for my wife came to me, told me that he saw my daughter in the hospital. That's upstairs hospital. I get surprised. That's the early morning. The morning, I said, my daughter that went to work. How come? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. So I called my brother on phone. Say this is what happened. I don't know what happened to my daughter. This and that. They are not sure to come. They are not sure the hospital carry car. I don't know what happened. I don't know. So we went to that place. We come up. I come here. True. I see my daughter. I'm surprised. I said, what happened? What is all this? What happened to you? I thought that maybe she has an accident or something like that. Because somebody that left my house early morning went to work. Then now in hospital. I surprised. He said that that day, it is this young man called John that brought me to the hospital. He said, for what for?
Can you lift on top so that they can talk loud?
Okay. I said, what for? He He said that this guy give
You
that
have
to
a
her. So I said, young man, why? You break my daughter, you my daughter. I don't know. And they brought me to hospital. I'm absent. He did not tell me. Are you a kidnapper? I changed many words with him. Not to kill my daughter. I'm like this my daughter died on this place, run away. With all my brother, they face him. Seriously. Then before you know it, I don't know how this guy just escaped that hospital. So I now told I don't ask the hospital for anything. So once I know that this guy have wanted to kill my daughter, because he take my daughter from absent to the hospital, which I don't know. My daughter that I born, is not fear. Is it a kidnapper? He take my daughter from absent to hospital that I don't know about. You want to use it to reach out or what, I don't know. So I don't take my daughter with my brother. We go in hand going down to the step. Then pick me on car. Went to my family hospital I used to use at the Graceland. And it's one of the best hospitals in Ojo. This hospital I'm telling you, not a local hospital. Best after people will find out the hospital. Very big hospital, very mighty hospital that they used to do operation. They are very, very okay, very perfect, very big hospital in Ojo.
So what happened?
Anybody
So what happened?
live in
So what
Ojo.
happened?
So I now complain to my daughter. Say, this is my daughter. I don't know what's happening. This is what happened. Somebody, I saw him in Amsterdam hospital at Ogogo. So he said that somebody,
Go and breastfeed the child fast and come back.
he said that somebody came after her. And said, before you know it, the person had before disappeared. I couldn't see him again. So he now write some tests that I will go and do. I said, I now went to the test. I do the test. I see chest pain. I see typhoid and malaria and pregnancy down a mountain. Pregnancy. I'm just surprised because I don't expect this kind of a thing at all. Because they are my future hope. What are my children? I don't go to school. I want to train them for school. That's why I'm care of them. That's why I'm just
How old
like
is your daughter?
I'm mad.
How old
My
is your
daughter
daughter?
was born 2000 year 2001.
Yeah, 2001.
Yes,
So she's how many years now?
it's 18 years now.
She's 18 years now. Which hospital was she born?
Is that Healing Land Hospital?
Healing Land Hospital.
Yes.
Healing Land Hospital is located where?
Graceland. Healing Land Hospital, yes, not Graceland.
Where?
At Okabo, Ishiri,
Where?
Okabo,
Okagbo is which area?
Okabo. After Shibiri, get to Okabo.
Which is it? Which area
It's
now?
Ojo.
Okay. Where is her mother?
It's Ado.
Sato.
It's
Okay. We will call her now. You know when she born her baby.
okay.
Yes. She have birth certificate. You get now?
My daughter.
Yes.
She has.
You have birth certificate.
Yeah, but we are not with it. We are not with it here.
Yeah, I know you can't be with it.
I'm
From this hospital.
Sir, no.
From this hospital.
Where my daughter born? Excuse me, I don't understand. This is where they born this boy, or where they born my daughter.
Is it not your daughter I asked question? Did that
Okay.
mention boy?
My daughter is from
daughter.
Graceland. They born her.
Graceland.
Graceland, yes.
Where did they born that child?
This son now. This my boy.
Uh,
It's from that Healing Land.
eh?
Healing Land.
They born your daughter where?
My daughter. That's the Graceland. Vos.
Graceland what?
Vos. Graceland Hospital.
Graceland Hospital.
Yes, Graceland.
Which year?
That's the 2001.
2001.
Yes.
Which month?
That's September.
Okay. September 2001.
Yes.
Graceland. So, our birth certificate that is at home is Graceland Hospital.
No.
Where?
Is that Ojo?
I don't understand.
Is that Ojo? You got it.
Eh?
Is that Ojo?
Ojo House.
Yes.
How can you get a birth certificate from a different place other than where the child is born?
before we get the birth certificate, but we don't collect it from the hospital.
Eh?
We don't collect the birth certificate from the hospital.
Why?
I don't know.
Then what you are saying is land. You cannot collect birth certificate from a different hospital while where the child was born did not issue birth certificates. It's where they born a child, that is where they issue birth certificates. You cannot go to another place and go and get birth certificates when they have no history of the birth of the child. So what happened to the hospital where the child was born? Why did they give you birth certificates for a child that was born 17 years
I
old?
don't collect it there. I don't know.
Is the hospital not existing? It's
They
no
don't,
longer
they
existing.
don't give me there. No, I don't.
No, is it no longer existing?
It's
This
existing.
hospital.
It's existing.
So why do you go to another hospital to go and collect person?
I do not go to another hospital. There's people that is used to walk around, so they are giving birth certificates. So I'm not collecting from them.
People walk around.
Yes.
They are
They are
giving
from
birth
France.
certificates.
They are from Ojo. Yes.
So people will be walking around Nigeria and be issuing people birth certificates from Ojo. We want to see such birth certificates. If you are coming again, you bring it to us.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So before you know it, I give the result to the doctor. Say check all this. He said my doctor is being surprised and I became one.
Hmm?
I became surprised. Oh my God! I couldn't get myself. So after that, I reached out to the hospital. I then returned to the hospital the same that day. So I now go look for this young man. Because where he's selling, he's not somebody. He's not on his own. He's selling for somebody. So I now went to that place, asked for him. He said that he's not around. For some months, I don't see this young man. Then I'm now tracing where I can get him. I don't know where to get him. Then I asked somebody that is selling in the shop that he used to sell for yoga. They direct me to the old office at Sabo. Where yoga used to. Where yoga has the office. And I'm going. So as of this young man, John, the one there said that John have traveled to Dubai. I'm surprised. Even if I saw the day that he came to my shop this year, I not even know him. He don't ask me did I know him. I said no. He said
Last week.
Yeah?
He came where?
This year that he came. I do not know him. Before God now.
Okay.
I don't know him. I don't know him. So I can't come. Tell my daughter. That this guy have run away, traveled to Dubai. So what do I do? It's my daughter. I cannot left her to die on that condition. So I now take care of my daughter, take care of the baby, bring her to the hospital, started to be spending money, borrowing money from bank, selling my market at any price, spending
How
money,
much did
taking
you
care of
borrow from bank?
huh?
How much did you borrow from bank?
500,000 from bank.
To
Not only one bank.
to treat the child?
Yes.
Okay.
To be taken care of.
Where and where did you take the child to?
Huh?
Where and where did you take the child?
No, it's that hospital.
Which hospital?
That Healing Land
Which healing land?
hospital at Okabo.
Okay. Where are the receipts of your 500,000 you spent on the child?
Not that I'm spending it once. I borrow money from bank and started to be spending money in these places.
That is what I'm saying now. You can't buy somebody's child now, okay? You just respect yourself. I'm respecting your age. If you don't respect yourself, you'll be surprised what you get from this office today.
I'm telling you.
Where did you borrow money from? The document you borrowed money from in bank,
Okay, is it?
that you state there that you are collecting the money. What was your reason, your purpose of borrowing the money? What did you write in the bank? What did you write in the
I
bank?
tell
What
them
are
that-
your
I
reasons?
tell them that I want to use it for business.
You want to use it for business.
Yes.
As good as fine. Your reason there is what you channel the money to, not on the child. And the money you spend on the child, where are the receipts? Where are the receipts of the hospital bills
I'll bring it.
that you paid?
I'll bring it.
How many hospitals did you take the child to?
Is that Healing Land?
Healing
And,
Land.
Yes, that Healing Land. I take him to Lagos Island.
Lagos Island, which hospital?
Where they wanted to do the surgery.
And they did the surgery.
They do it, yes.
They did the surgery.
They do it.
So how much did you pay in that hospital?
I cannot calculate it very well.
You cannot calculate it.
Very well.
Name the hospital, because you think you are talking to that. Give me the name of the hospital, because before you bring, we must go there today.
Yes.
Tell me the name of the hospital.
It's my wife and my daughter that went to the hospital.
Your wife and your daughter.
Yes, I'm sending them. I don't have
How
cash.
did you pay the money? Cash or transfer?
No, I'm giving them money. They'll be spending it. So I don't know.
You give them money, they are spending
They're
it.
spending, yes.
You give your wife and your daughter money.
I give my wife money. They are going.
The first money you gave to them, how much?
I give them first money 50,000.
50,000. How many 50,000 did you give to them?
I give them 50,000. I give them. I'm not mistaken. I give them 20,000.
Eh?
20,000.
50,000, 20,000. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm telling you. That when I stand well, I'll calculate all these things very well.
When you sit down well,
Yes.
you calculate all these things.
Yes.
Very well. But you are aware.
I'm not annoyed. I'm not.
Hold on,
I'm shedding tears as I'm here.
Yes, we can give you bucket to put the tears
I'm shedding
inside.
tears as I'm here.
Oga,
What
listen
is
to
your
me.
man done to me? I don't expect it.
Na so.
I don't expect it.
Oga, hold on. Answer the question I'm asking you. Keep that one aside.
I don't expect it.
I said how much, where they are the receipt of how many hospital you take the child to? This island hospital, how many months the child spend there?
No, they went there, the first operation, second operation, third operation.
First operation, go and call that girl. First operation,
First operation, second operation, third operation.
okay. The first operation, how much you pay?
Let my daughter come. It's the one that they are the one that will give you money. I'm not aware of the
Where is she? No, give them the child. Give them the child. The day this man came to meet you, ask your hand in marriage, your daughter in marriage, what did you say?
You know what to do.
They not come to you to marriage. Okay, what led to you telling him that the child belongs to the man that married your daughter?
For me, that of how this man is threatening me, and what he did to me, I'm not expecting it.
No, the question I asked you answer is to keep that one first. Because you did not complain case of threat to life here. I said, why did you say his son belonged to another man?
That's what I'm telling you. It's part of the way he's behaving to me.
How did
They,
he behave?
he run away to Dubai from absent. They abandon my daughter. Spoil the life of my daughter. He wanted to spoil the life of my daughter. Destroy his life. So other thing, I became annoyed. Tell her with annoyance that I now give the boy to the one that is doing the value of my daughter.
So you say
Why the thing is with me?
Eh?
Is with me.
What is with you?
The boy is with me.
Okay. So you said that out of annoyance.
Yes.
And you know that nobody have right to take another person's child, a child that does not belong to the person.
It's the way he run away.
No, I dey ask you question, but the answer me first. Are you aware that the law does not permit anybody to take another person's child?
Mommy, someone that I don't know, that not come to me formally, that not come to me. My daughter is not an incubator. That John will put his sperm inside the vein and produce baby. I marry my wife, I do that of my wife, I do everything, give birth to these two
Okay.
to me.
Okay, if you
There's
train,
somebody else
also if you train the
and
kids
asking
so well,
boy.
hold on Oga.
Yeah.
Because if you are talking that is this your daughter that is a disgrace to your family? Because if you marry your daughter, your mother, your wife, and before she started giving birth to Chisom and other children, what stop you training this Chisom not to open leg for men until the man asking her they married? The same way they train your wife that you go there, go marry your wife before she begin to give birth. Why you not train this girl? For this girl to stay one place, let man come officially come and ask her hand they married because before she started sleeping around.
Mommy, John is the cause.
How is the John?
This John is the one that spoiled the life of my daughter.
How? Tell
This
us.
life,
But why you know wait
this
make
John,
the John marry
This
the girl?
John, this John. You don't want to marry her, that's why I want run away to Dubai.
First way go Dubai now.
On my absence. On my absence, I don't know this man anywhere.
Hold on. Let's go straight to the point because this is not a village talk. It's only village that they talk this kind of John spoil your child, no
It's not
spoil
my,
your
it's not
child.
my daughter.
Did you
They are
see?
doing with my daughter. They are taking her to hospital without my information, without my knowledge.
Where is the receipt? Don't interrupt me again.
Okay.
Where is the receipt of the money you paid in the hospital?
I'm not with it.
What and what did you pay? Which hospital? Which hospital? How much did you
I
pay?
want to really know.
Healing Land.
That was my gift.
That was where you gave birth. How much did you pay for the child birth?
Because my dad, I'm not doing the
But at least they gave you a receipt.
Yes, they gave my dad this.
What? You gave your dad receipt. Your dad said they give you receipt. Say give
Don't
your dad
don't
receipt.
ask me of any.
Hold on. Hold on. You hold on. Where again did you carry the child to go and treat?
To Lekki.
Lekki, which hospital?
Ganza Garden.
Eleganza Garden. Is that the name of the hospital?
I can't remember the name of the hospital, but it was Ganza Garden. As in, there are different things. There is hospital there. There's saloon there also. There's like swimming pool there also. There's a big
You took
house.
the child to go and swim.
No,
You took the child to go and bath himself.
no,
What did you take the child there for?
for operation. For surgery.
What kind of operation?
For surgery, for mouth and his nose.
Math and is novel.
Yes.
There must be a calculation of the money because you cannot just take a child to school for a hospital for an operation. They must have tell you what it will cost before you take the child there for an operation. How much did the doctor tell you? And because your father says you put your faith. How much did they tell you before you took the child for an operation?
It was that day that we went there that they did the operation.
Without telling you the price.
They told us the price.
Was the child on coma when you take the child there?
They did the coma.
The child was normal.
Yes,
You went there.
yes.
And immediately you went there, they now decided to do the operation. Did the child stop eating? Was he not eating food?
He was not eating well.
Was not eating well,
Yes,
but he was eating,
yes,
meaning the child was still doing well. So the very day you went there, they did the operation.
yes.
How much did they tell you?
The child was doing
300,000. How many operations?
They did the operation 3 times. Because the first operation they did,
Mm.
we stayed there for 1 week, so we went back. As in, we went back home.
Mm.
So they gave us something that we are using to clean his novel, like they sellotape it.
Mm.
So they gave us something that we are using to clean his, as in arrange it.
Mm.
So pus and blood was coming out of his number. So I called the man. So he said we should bring him back. So we went there back also and declared they said it's 2 times that they used to do it. So we went there back because this thing affected his nose.
Okay.
So we went there
I
back. They
can
did
even
it.
say somebody is saying the surgery is free. Maybe possibly some people even know where you are calling. Go ahead.
So we did the surgery for the baby. Declared this place 2 times and it's novel. We went there 2 times, so they did it for me.
Mhm. They are saying the surgery is free. How did you pay? Where did you pay the money? You paid the money in bank? You paid the money in the hospital? Where is the receipt?
I paid it in the bank.
You paid it in bank.
Yes.
Which
As in that place.
mm.
Yes.
If you paid money to hospital, they will definitely give you receipt. Where is the receipt of the
You don't
hospital?
understand, like we paid the money there in the hospital because as an
That's what I'm
outside,
saying. Now, but they will give you receipt. Now, there's no hospital you go to that you pay a bill that they will not issue you receipt. Both private and public. My mom was in the hospital. All the receipt, both drug, everything, both from public, private, everything. They issue the receipt from A to Z. Where is the
you can't
receipt?
expect me to hold the receipt from 2019 to now.
Did you tear it?
I misplaced it.
You misplaced all the receipts. Then there is no claim.
But if you want me to go to where I did the operation for the baby and collect everything, I can go there.
Don't worry. They will go there. Just tell us the name. What is the
Yes.
name of the hospital? Because hospital you take your child to, you and your father is remembering Graceland, Healing Land, and you cannot remember hospital that you said you spent 300,000. Isn't that funny? So which month were you born?
So I won't do
October.
that.
That is one minus. October which month? Which year?
2001.
2001. Which hospital?
Graceland.
Graceland. Where is your birth certificate?
So,
Your birth certificate is at home. Issued from which hospital?
And Graceland.
The birth certificate was issued from Graceland,
Yes.
and you have it at home.
Yes.
You bring the birth certificate to it. And you know birth certificate of 2000, don't worry. You will bring the birth certificate for us. These are two cases. You are 15 here, if not even 3. Hmm? According to your statement, you say this man raped you. Is that not what you say? Which is still provable. When she came to your house, what did you give to her to drink?
Ma, on a normal note, the first day she come to my house
Yes.
as my girlfriend, I entertain her and we did not have sex that day. And for the claim,
What did you give to her? What exactly did she give? Did you use to entertain her?
the first day I bought her malt.
Malt.
Yes,
Okay.
Martina.
Yeah.
Yes. And for the side that she's saying I rape her, I still have the message she sent to me on my phone.
That.
The message she sent to me on February 2020
Mm.
that if she did not love me,
Mm.
she will not allow me to have sex with her on the first day.
Go and bring the this thing. No, sit down. They will bring her. Come. Oga, sit down. They will bring your phone.
My friend.
Come and use the
Ma, this is her username of Facebook. Faith Chisom Onuze. The message is the first one.
You see your Facebook.
Yes.
Eh? Are you the one that sent this message? Is that your Facebook name?
No, that's my Facebook name.
Have you ever sent message to him from Facebook?
Yes, ma.
Give me the phone. Oga, listen to this message. Is your daughter name Faith? Chisom Edward.
So,
Edward.
no,
Where did you? Is your name Edward?
no.
Where did you form the Edward?
That is where I got my from. That's my husband's name.
That is your husband's name.
So,
Is your son-in-law Edward?
No, I don't have any news.
Is your son-in-law Edward? Who you? I mean, you don't even remember again. Your daughter
Yes,
say
I
her
do.
husband name na Edward.
Son name.
Okay,
You
yeah,
say
yeah,
no.
yeah. Yes,
Eh?
yes.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
yes,
Is this girl name Faith Chisom?
yes,
Okay. Her name na Faith Chisom
yes.
Edward. When did you open this Facebook?
it has been long. I can't remember.
It has been long. So this Facebook has been existing before you started dating him. If it has been long, when did you started dating this person?
2018.
2018. So if
Yes.
you can't remember when you open Facebook, and you open Facebook before you started dating him, which is 2018, abi? You have the Facebook. Close this window, please. You have this Facebook existing before you met this guy. Eh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You said, baby, just know that if I did not love you, I won't allow you to have sex with me for the first time. So I love you for real. But try to understand. Things are not working the way we plan, and none of my family is supporting me. Is that your message?
No, I'm not sure.
You are not sure. Don't worry. He now said, I understand you, and also try to understand with me that your happiness is my happiness. Just free your mind. Let me get happiness, because I know I know the will support. I don't know what to write there anyway. Just trust the process and believe me, I love you so much. The mother of my son. When did you give birth to your child?
I gave birth to him in November.
Talk
I
now,
gave birth to him
madam.
in November 21.
November 2021.
Yes.
So you are
2021.
I gave birth to my son November 2019.
2019.
Yes.
So you are not the one that sent the message, and your name, somebody went there. This man enter your Facebook, go change your Facebook to your husband name, and he now send the message to himself from your Facebook and send you message that indicate that you are the mother of his son. You are a bunch of liar. Your father should be ashamed of you. From your mother, I can't follow you to anywhere to talk this nonsense you are talking. Let me listen to me. Your lies tie wrapper, e carry gele extra.
I'm not lying.
You are not lying. You even have the guts to say you are not lying. It's a shame. Listen to me. The rule of Facebook, let me tell you, however you claim it to, we are here to protect every one of you. Every one of you from A to Z. Nobody is exceptional here. Here we don't entertain anything called lies. We deal on truth, we stand on truth, and we protect the right of everyone. Your daughter is a bunch of lies. Not one. It could be what she told you before, it's what she's trying to cover up now. Before you open a Facebook, sir, you must reach 18 years. Do you understand me? The rule of Facebook is that before you go on social media to open Facebook, you must clock 18 years. So if your daughter is claiming to be 18 now,
I'm not 18 now.
how old are you now?
I'm 21 now.
Good and fine. If she's claiming to be 21 now, and you say this man is virgin her 2019 or 18, and as at 2018 she have opened Facebook already, chatting on social media, where did she generate the information she used in opening that Facebook? Because the Facebook was already in existence before both of them met. Shows that she's an adult, she's not a minor. She is free to have boyfriend, to exchange, to however she wants to live her life if she chooses that. So if she can't even remember when she opened Facebook, and she confirmed that the Facebook was already in existence before she met this person, meaning she has already become an adult, then she must have told this person that she's an adult, she have reached 18 years before they started having an affair. Then keep that aside. If you have a text message, as far as you back up your phone with Google, when you remove your SIM from this phone, put it in 1 million phone. Every messages you send since you started backing up that messages, contact and everything, it goes there. This is her Facebook. This chat, they chatted this chat January 15, 2020. This is not today. You can see it. January 15, 2020, 11:13. Time is there. And they started the conversation. This is the chat of your daughter. This is the one. You can see white, red. Anyone you see red is the one the man writes. Anyone you see white is the one your daughter wrote. And this is their chat. Do you understand me? So before you grade, they match yourself. They go everywhere. Know who you born. And if many children these days have gone haywire, they will go to Facebook and create false information. Some will open Facebook without address, without school, without anything, and they'll be on social media. Before you go into social media, before you open Facebook account, you must attain age 18. For you to go and create anything on Facebook, to open Facebook, that you can't even remember when you open it. Then it's been long. You started your social media business. When they say it must not be for adults, this thing is not for kids. So that if whoever that is watching something on social media and all that, they protect it against children that easily bug into, because even on social media you still see children things that the kids can still Google and watch. And before you open a Facebook account, you must reach 18 years. So how did you open Facebook account when you have not attained age 18? Because the Facebook was existing before you met the man, and you started having affair with him 2018 or 2019. Then for you to have 2019 and you gave birth to a child 2019, then you were already existing as an adult. So whatever information you gave to him, you have already presented yourself to him as an advanced person that you are of age. And for you not to open up to anybody on this planet Earth, not your mother, not your sisters, not your boss, not your father, that this person drug you in his house and is your customer, not your boyfriend, then it's how? And him, you are communicating with him, you are aware when he traveled to Dubai, and it's only your father that is not aware, and you block his contacts. How else will he communicate when you know that he was traveling out of Nigeria to Dubai? Meaning there is a conversation between you and him. It's only your father that was left out, or your parents or your mother, that you did not tell them that this guy told you that he'll be going to Dubai. That means he did not abscond. They are the one in relationship, and your daughter is aware that her boyfriend is traveling to Dubai, to the extent he gave her money, and later they communicated, they say borrow me 20,000, I will pay you back double. Then whether borrow or not borrow, that stands that they have been communicating between them. The both of them have been communicating before eventually he traveled. Then sent her 40 something thousand, and she assumed the 40 something thousand is the money 20,000 he borrowed him, according to her. Meaning this lady know that he was not absconding, that both of them agree that he's traveling. Then blocking him not to communicate with him when she entered into another relationship, she want to settle the marriage, and she did not tell the man, and the man is still sending phone worth 70 something thousand naira to her. What did you tell your husband? Did you tell your husband that he was the one that sent the phone to you?
Yeah, I was not married when he sent it.
Eh?
I was not married when he sent it.
Which year did you marry?
I married June.
Eh?
June last year.
You married June last year,
Yes,
and he sent the phone when?
earlier January or February.
Of last year.
Yes,
June so your husband met you June and you married June.
no,
When did you meet the man?
my husband.
Yes,
I met him as of March.
March.
Yes.
You met in March, and this man
And
sent.
when I met as in when we know each other,
Yes,
we met each other as of September.
September, which
Yes,
year?
last 2 years.
Last 2 years.
Yes.
So you were already in relationship with another person now, and you were collecting phone from him, and you block him because you are in a relationship. You were not communicating with him. You did not allow him to talk to the son. Then you were still collecting phone from him. You did not tell him, you are already in another relationship. This is your son, but I'm in a relationship. I want to marry, or I've gotten another boyfriend. Meaning, while you were secretly talking to him and blocking him and not blocking him, you were in serious relationship with another person.
It was what he said that made me went into a relationship with someone else, because he told me that I would never marry, that nobody will marry me, that I've reached 35 years, nobody will marry me, that I will be sleeping from hotel to hotel, and nobody will marry
On
me.
text message or on phone conversation?
On WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp.
Yes.
So it's on your WhatsApp now.
That phone has spoiled.
So he just all of a sudden now say he will not marry.
No, when I
What
did
led to that?
my engagement, I show him, as in I send it to him.
Go and bring this boy to me, I beg. Go and bring the son. Go and see the son. Okay. How are you? Baba, what is your name? Hmm? Baba, what is your name? You're not talking. Okay. Take something.
She right hand.
No, leave it. What is your name? You're not talking to me. Wait, did you know you?
You do not know me. This is the first day I'm seeing him.
This is the first time,
Uh,
first day
uh,
you are seeing him.
the day I went there, for the first day I went there, they hide him. They say he went to his uncle's house for holiday. I said, okay, as I'm coming back in next 3 days time, bring him over so that I can see him.
You don't say so.
No, I did not say so.
Don't say so.
Your mother told me.
Don't say so, John.
Because he came to our shop.
Oga, I told you that we are not in the family meeting.
Came
Please
to our
behave
shop.
yourself. You don't do that here. You said what?
Ma, the first day I went there, I asked the mother, where is Samuel now? She said Samuel is in her uncle's side because they are on holiday. So as he is in the uncle's side, they will go and bring him in next 3 days. That's okay. As I'm coming in next 3 days, bring him over so that I will see him. The following day, the 3 days time, I went there, I still did not see him. Even sometimes, when I was in Dubai, sometimes if she so unblock me, if I ask of my son, he will say it's with the father. Sometimes she will tell me I should not ask her, I should ask the father. That is where she block me. Before you know, she block me.
Okay,
Because
which day did you go to the father that you tell them you want to marry him? Who
That
was them?
one of my Kogi friend was there. That one follow me here. Then another guy is
That one here.
that one is here.
Now.
Kogi guy, yes,
You went with that one
yes,
to this man's house.
yes. And there is another one again, Igbo guy from
Eh.
Ebonyi State.
I asked you, when did you go there?
That was April 2019.
April 2019.
Yes, April 2019. Because I traveled for Easter, March. She got pregnant as of February. It was when I traveled. I traveled for Easter by March. Then when I returned from Easter celebration, I went there. I went to her father's house with my friends. It was there that the man told me that he will get back to me in 3 days time. But when he failed to get back to me in 3 days time, 1 week by 1.5 weeks, I did not hear from him. Then I informed my father. Then he told my father that his own daughter cannot marry Benue person. Even the girl.
Okay, you said you don't have the man telephone number. How did your father communicate with him?
Then it was the girl that gave me the number. But
Which
I
number?
used Airtel, my father's number, as of that 2019. When I want to go there, I used my Airtel then. But when I went to Dubai, the phone I have is 2 SIM. We are using Dew and MTN. I used to use MTN for my transfer. Then the Dew, I put it on the second SIM. So I don't know that there will be a time that me and the girl will not be communicating. So I don't pay much attention to that Airtel. So I misplaced it as of that 2019. So when I went there, it was the man did not attend to me well. He told me that he'll get back to me in 3 days time. But they accept me on that first day. He even invite some of his relatives. They collect the drink from my hand. They entertain me. All of us sit down together.
Now your friend that went with you, is he here?
Yeah, one is here.
What is the name?
Barnabas.
Go and call Barnabas for me.
Even the girl, the statement that her father made to my dad that they cannot marry Benue person, she still made the same statement on Facebook that there's nothing she can do. After all, her grandpa said they don't want Benue person. They still written boldly on Facebook. I have the message. She
On
said
the same Facebook.
yes, the same Facebook. I still have the message.
Barnabas, how are you, man? Do you know this man?
Yes, I do.
How did you know him? Come this way.
He's Sister father.
He's Chiso's father. Have you ever met him?
Many times.
Did you come
Like
from
many
London
times, or-
or you just come from America?
No, I'm in Lagos, yeah.
You are in Lagos and you have 2 earrings and you did not open your nose. It's still remaining. So you went to Chisom father's house.
Yes.
Which area is their house? I don't need the street number.
Shibi.
Where is their place? Where are they living?
They are living in one. It's a his own house. The building.
This man's house is the question I'm asking. You say you have seen him.
Yes.
Where did you see him?
We went there. The time that Chisom got pregnant.
You and who went there?
Me and John, one of our friends again.
With one of my friends again. Went to meet this man.
Yes.
What did you tell him? When you went there, what did you tell him?
My friend told him that he was the one that was.
I better speak loud because they can let them hear you.
He told me that he was the one that got her daughter pregnant. That's how he became.
And the man saw you people.
Yeah.
What was his response?
He said that he would get back to my friend in 1 week later or something like that.
So you met him.
Even when they bought the shares, I used to go there.
Okay, do you know this person?
No.
You don't know him.
Ask his own now.
I don't
Just
know.
don't you know this man?
Yes, sir.
You know him. Let me tell you. Now you old pass everybody when they including him. But it's a shame that there are certain things you cannot say, you cannot do in the public so that you can gain your respect as an elderly person. You say this man lied. He never come to your house. Your daughter lied. This person never come to your house. And this young man now have not been inside this case. What this man said is what this same boy came to say now. This man know you. Your daughter agreed that she knows him. But you now say you did not know the man.
Excuse me.
And this is somebody that have come to your house.
Excuse me.
He's his friend.
Excuse me. The first day I saw this guy, the day this John go to my shop.
Which shop?
My shop where I used to sell. I don't even know him. I don't know this one. I don't know John. He came to my shop, asked me, said, good afternoon. I said, good afternoon. Said, I thought that's a customer. I thought that's a customer that's going to bought market for my hand. But my greatest surprise, he said that it's John. It's one that he get pregnant to my daughter, that he just come back for about 2 days ago. That is next 2 days coming, that he's coming to my shop. This is where I know this guy.
This man don't call your house before.
No.
Have you gone to his house
Don't come to
before?
my place.
Yes,
If you come, if you come to my place,
She's
it's
a
between
hold on.
John.
There is
Hold on, Oga.
It's between me and
What is
John.
your name?
Barnabas.
Has Barnabas come to your house before?
He's the one that's come to my house.
Eh?
No.
Barnabas never come to your house before.
Our shop.
Barnabas dey laugh dey crash
Our
crashing.
shop.
Where is their house located?
Shibili. But I
Shibini.
don't know the street, sha.
But it's in Shibini.
Yeah. Even the time that
Where are
he
you
gave
living?
birth now.
Are you living in Shibini? You are not living in Shibini. Where are you living? Eh? Imude. Shame dey catch me for you and your father. Una go dey twist something.
Shibiri is where we sell market, and Imude is where we live. Shibiri we sell.
You say you and this man with one other person went to meet him, that this man told this Mr. Chisom father that he's the one that impregnated Chisom marriage and he wants to marry her rather. And the response of this man is that he will get back to
He gave back to
Mr. John, which he did not get back. And when they born the child, he used to go there.
I went there and asked him now. Even the phone that my friend, the first one our friend, that I was the one that bought the phone.
And he went to give him.
Hey.
Who brought the phone?
It was one black guy that brought food for me.
But that was the second phone.
The
Eh?
first one, I was
The
the
one
bought
that
the
the
phone.
black guy
No,
brought to
It
her
was
is
not
the
the
second
one that
phone.
brought food for me.
How many phones have you collected from him?
Two.
Two.
Yes.
The first one who brought.
It was one that gave me the phone.
And somebody that is in Dubai.
No, it was when he was in Dubai, it was one that gave me the phone.
You say brought.
I bought her one when I was in Nigeria. That one is a small phone before I travel. Then she spoiled that one. I bought her one again through my friend. That one spoiled again. Then I bought her another one through that black guy that she's talking about. That one is an Anambra guy with SIM card, the last one. That one is the one I bought with 75,000.
Which one Barnabas gave to her?
I don't know the
I
product.
London phone, the London use, I mean.
That one is not new one. The one
That is not new one.
the one that
Why did
Barnabas
not give
took
me
to her.
phone? Barnabas did not give me phone.
The one that Barnabas took to her is not new one.
Barnabas did not give me phone. It was one black guy that come to our shop and gave me phone.
Do you know when they started friending themselves?
I know. Yeah, I know. When they started out and soon I'm not pregnant yet. We used to date together.
They started friending,
Yeah,
normal boyfriend and girlfriend,
yes,
before she finally take him.
yes. Even they didn't want to travel to Dubai so much. We are in my house together because we travel together. Me and John travel together to Dubai together. So I came back. I first came back.
Wetin again you want now? Let's so that we can have conclusion and have other to
So,
attend to other case. One,
second,
is he the father of the child?
Yes.
You heard her. He's the father of the child, and it's only a mother that can tell the whole world who owns her child. So there won't be any need for DNA test. She is the mother of the child, and she said Mr. John is the father of the child. In a situation like this, thank God Chisom gave birth. Whether she did wrong o, she misbehave o, she no misbehave o, she have boyfriend o, she no have boyfriend o, you cannot have every human being the same. You can have 1,000 children, everybody have different character. But at the long run, we thank God she is settled in marriage, and let peace, love, and prosperity with understanding abide in her new marriage. Many people have made the same mistake she have made. There are children of 13 years, 12 years that one thing led to another. Either by mistake they take in, or by rape any man impregnated them, and not that and not that. But thank God she have baby for somebody, and another person find love in her, and at the end of the day the person even married her without seeing her error. Glory be to God. This person have to concentrate and train his son. However, you can see that Chisom, your daughter, was with this man the day he was traveling out of Nigeria to Dubai, meaning she's aware. The man did not run. They are boyfriend and girlfriend, and they have baby for him. Secondly, they were have been communicating even while he was in Dubai, until Chisom find somebody she loved most, and she decided to settle down with the person. And she blocked him. Subsequent conversation, communication have been going on between all of them. Why do you take my son to hospital? Why didn't you tell me? Am I right? And they were having arguments, this and that. She will block, she will block, she will block, she won't block. You had everything from her. Who you block can't do otherwise. If she, and from her statement, whether she say telling lie or she has said truth, she have never stated that I demanded 1 naira from you, you did not send. I demanded 1 million from you, you did not send. All the issue is that she's already in a relationship, and she don't want to engage this person, take him out. She don't want to engage this guy in any conversation that will make him to be sending nude picture to her, or create other sin in your relationship. Is that not what you said? Did you demand money from him and he did not send? Eh? Good. So there is no way you capitalize his there, he run away, he did not run away, he take care of the child, he did not take care of the child. No, they don't do things like that. If he had run away from his responsibility, then you not say you run away from your responsibility, now you are coming to come and look at the child, or you want to take over this and that. No. We thank God this girl have moved on with her life. We thank God the husband loves her. We thank God the man is with her. We thank God the man knows she have a baby for somebody. Is your husband willing to claim another person's child? Eh? Chisom, I'm asking you.
Child is not, he's staying with my parents. He's not.
That is what I'm saying. The man is not saying I will seize somebody's child, which you don't have such right to seize anybody's child. And you, as the grandfather, you cannot seize his child. This child belongs to him. So if there is anything, anybody you need to blame is Chisom. And the reason why you cannot even blame her totally, because their conversation was a kind of trying to destroy her relationship. So the best thing is to block the guy, let her concentrate with her relationship. If she was just chatting, because your husband know you have a child, by the time you finish, give them money to go and buy. Come, I'm talking to you. Take this child out. Don't distract me.
Sorry.
It's not here that you want to play your child and father game. If you finish, give them money, let them go and buy a packet of tonton for me, because you are finished it.
Okay, ma.
Can't be talking, you are playing.
Sorry.
What kind of behavior is that?
Sorry.
So on her own, she's the one. No, don't close it. I want air. Yes. What is that, father? Daddy Chisu. Why are you crying? Take this child out. Why are you crying, sir? Calm down, calm down, calm down. Go and get me cold water, please. Bring water for me. Okay, calm down, sir. Calm down. Calm down, sir. Take tissue. Give me tissue. Take, sir. Don't cry now. You don't need to do that. Please, clean your face. You people should bring water for me. Calm down, sir. You don't need to cry. Calm down, please. Clean your face. That is too soon. Calm down. Calm down. Are you the only daughter? Are you the only daughter? Close that door. I don't want that noise. Close this door. Why are you crying, sir? It's okay. Please. Please. It's okay, sir. It's okay, sir. Mr. What is your name?
John.
Mr. John. You listen to me. One. If you want, calm down, sir. We are going to have a meeting again. Where is your father?
It's in Benue State.
In Benue State.
Yes.
Okay. Since they born this child, how old is this boy now?
You clock 3 by November.
3 by November. Since they born this boy, how much have you sent to this girl?
It's because she blocked me. That is why I don't have access to her.
No,
But
how
before
much?
she blocked me,
Uh,
I used to send her sometimes 40,000, sometimes 20,000, sometimes 15,000.
like in
So I
total,
can't
like
remember.
how much have you sent?
In total, I can't remember.
You can't remember.
And the other, before I even come here, I tried to. She's using Wema Bank. I went to her bank so that I can print a statement of account so that I can be sure of any money that I sent to her. But they say I cannot do that when she did not authorize me to do
Yes,
that.
she your
I
wife.
don't
Why
know
do you
before.
want to go into
Yes,
her?
I don't know
for
before.
what? You that is sending the money, why are you not keeping the record?
I don't know things will turn out this way. That is why I did not keep
Give me another ones.
No, calm down. Oh,
Give
calm
me
down.
another ones.
You say,
What you do is someone else must do it to you.
So what did I
You
do?
can never ever escape it.
What
See
did
my
I
record. You
What
can
did I
never
do?
what is done to me. Somebody else will do it to you, and you can never ever escape it. You will do it to your daughter.
you
What
know,
did I do, sir? What did I do?
What is your name?
What did I do? What is my offense? I want to
Mr.
know.
Igbo, not Mr. Igbo. Mr. Who? What is your father's name? Miss Sonia Isabi. Onuchi. No, please. We don't entertain this in my office. You know, I've told you before. If you are in a family meeting, but here we don't entertain this. I talk to you like an elderly person, like I'm not like a father, and I will not want you to do that, because when you get more provoked, you may make a statement that is implicating, which is not proper. The question I ask is this: you that been sending money, is it that you cannot summarize? I've sent this girl 1 million, I've sent her 10,000, I've sent her 100,000. Is it that you cannot have an idea.
It's only 2 times the same thing.
Only 2 times, and you have the proof.
Unless I'll go to bank.
Say he through bank he send it.
Yes, as in through bank.
Okay. Somebody cannot take care of your child, and you wake up from nowhere to come and claim the child and leave. We are going to have meeting again. We are going to put an open line. All our members, our legal department, other people will call in, and they will suggest how much you will give to the family for keeping your child alive. Because if this girl was not communicating with you, or as she block you, they call you and tell you that this boy child die, you did not send money, they use their money to go and do the operation, mouth operation, navel operation, all the operation up and down. If the man had abandoned the child, after all, you did not pay the girl's dowry, and the daughter disappointed the family, and they say they don't want Benue to marry Igbo. If the mind, the hatred or the racism of the character in which they have already shown that they don't want connection between you and anybody, some people can even allow the child to die. So if the man protect the life of this child for the past 3 years till now, when you are nowhere to be found, and you just come down, you want to have access to the child, you want to take the child, that things are not done that way. Mr. Onuche, you don't need to do this now. Drink water first, please. Hello. Okay, who is outside? Is his brother outside? Is your father's brother outside? Who is the person? Is his brother? Call his uncle for me. You don't do this now. You're a man. How can you be behaving like this? You are doing as if you want to use the child for something. What is the problem? Do you have another plan for this child? Because this cry is not like the cry of what we think again. Do you have anything you want to use the child to do? What is the problem now? Is your father born boy? I'm asking you. Okay, you want to claim the boy? Okay, take an easy. Calm down. No, he's coming. They have gone to call him. Wait till happen. What is the man name now? Accent. You can go outside, please. Who is Mr. Accent? How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, madam.
You talk to your brother.
Yes, I have no card.
Because it doesn't make any sense as far as I'm concerned. You have no reason to be crying. He's not a child. And a man doesn't cry like this. No matter anything. No matter anything. Have your sister. They bring this water for you. Please drink water, Mr. Onuche.
Let me hear with you, Marcus. You can have say about ball.
I want to know. Excuse me, sir. Please, hold on. No. Please, I don't need this shout. I call you here for this.
Yes, sir, because I don't like it. This is not what I expected from you.
No matter anything, I don't know why you should be doing that.
How about someone that go put head back? No problem. I let you ask. Then continue. Can you hear that?
I want to ask you in presence of your brother, why are you crying? For this girl you said is born. God that made this girl to marry. This girl is married.
Yes.
And you have a baby, even with her husband. Tell me why you are crying. When this girl you claim the man spoiled, God made this girl settle in marriage. God bless this girl with a child. Why are you crying? Tell us and your brother the reason why you are crying. What is your
What this particular young man done to me? This John.
Okay, like I want
this
to
John done offer them something I can never forget in my life.
The question
You
I
don't
ask,
need something I can never
excuse me.
forget in my life until I die.
This person, according to the statement, this man come to you, I want to marry your daughter. You said your father said Benue and Igbo no dey marry. Then the man left. Your daughter know that this man is traveling. The day the man is traveling from Nigeria to Dubai, he is with your daughter. He follow the man, they travel. Him, your daughter and the man, they have been communicating. Even when the man was sending money before the girl locked the man because she want to settle down with another person. Okay. You are taking this small boy, which is supposed to be your grandson, for treatment here and there. The man came back and they deny him access to his child. If there is anything you have spent on the child, I spent 1 naira, I spent 2 naira, this is what I need as a support or as a compensation. Is that not how people talk? You say what the man did to you. Did you meet this man in the dream? Did he slap you? Did he fight you? Did he point gun at you? Okay, they have come to you. You said your daughter cannot marry him, and this the same daughter have settled the marriage. What is the issue again?
Okay, madam.
And why must you be crying? Because there is no law that say you will seize his child. And this person did not say that I don't want to marry who I impregnated. The girl say she has settled the marriage. And you say your tribe no dey marry other tribe. This is tribalism issue. Okay, that one is said to congratulations. This pretty girl have moved on with her life. Let's not drag her into this thing because she's married. Her past should be her past. What is the next thing? The child is alive. You say you spend 500,000 on the child for medical whatever. If you ask for what is it called, for receipt, give to us. But if we did not ask for receipt, are we talking about the only medical? The boy has been eating. Can you keep a child without feeding the child? He has been feeding the child for 3 years. But come what may, somebody's child is somebody's child. Your blood is your blood. So I don't know his reason of this frivolous crying and crying with pain and bringing out tears. What for? Except you have other reason why you are crying this cry. Then you let us know.
Okay, madam, can I come in here?
Yes, sir. That is even the reason why I called you.
Okay. First of all, I must thank you for commend you for your efforts and all the entire members of the organization for your good work.
Thank you, sir.
Because it's not easy. In this case, I'm an Igbo man, and I like that this guy is an Igbo man. The problem we have is we misunderstood each other.
Okay.
And what they call communication gap
Yeah.
from day one. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Now, what happened has happened.
Yeah.
What is the solution to it?
Yes.
And that is why I'm here.
Yeah.
We have culture and tradition in our place.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Domas, they have their own culture.
Mm-hmm.
One person doesn't go and say, I want to marry.
But the first person you have to go first is who you
Ex-
want to marry first that will come and do
exactly.
introduction.
No matter what.
Family cannot come first.
Exactly. One person does not marry a wife in the first place. But the child belongs to everybody. It's coming from somewhere. These people are coming from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I learned that his father is alive. Had even the father intervened in this matter?
No, I don't want. Do you know why
No,
I don't
no,
want
no,
us to go there?
allow me.
I don't know. The reason why we will not go there, this girl is married. Let's not go
Whether,
there.
well, no.
Because the man
In our
says,
tradition,
Yes.
today,
yeah,
we don't give a child out like that, outright like that.
okay, can I tell you one thing? Tradition does not supersede law. Law supersedes tradition.
Okay, there was a tradition before the law.
But it's now it's law that supersedes it.
But two of them goes hand in hand.
Oga,
I said,
it's
two of
law
them-
that supersedes your
Two of
tradition.
them
You cannot
goes
say your
like-
tradition says
like-
when somebody has the child, say your tradition say you seize the child. Except
Wait,
you want us to
how
do
do you claim
otherwise.
what evidence does he have to say the child belongs to
The
him?
mother of the child
Wait.
says the father of
Yes,
the child.
any DNA test now before us here.
They can even do the DNA test today.
Okay, they will do it. Then fine and good. Fine and good. Then
You can
If-
excuse
no,
me.
let me finish
No,
now.
excuse me, sir.
Let me finish.
Hello, sir.
Allow me. Just
think
give me-
I'm the one that
you
called
invited me.
I think I'm the
And
one
you
that
don't want
called
to
you.
hear me out.
This is the father of the child. This is the daughter of the child. Any other thing will let you know if we need you. If we don't need you, we'll take our decision.
It's okay.
Have a nice day.
The matter will go up to Supreme Court.
It
Boy,
will be
I've
very
made
nice.
money. And they're ready to spend that money.
Step aside.
And they help me.
Open that door, let them discuss ventilation. Listen, you said your father did not have boy child. Eh? Okay. That your father did not have boy child. Nothing will make him claim this man's child. As he has threatened, we will see from this office.
No threatening.
You had your uncle say that this matter is going to Supreme. And possibly he may take his child today so that people will do your work.
He said it out of anger. Don't be angry.
If you, the mother of the child, say the child belong to him, and because you want to claim somebody's child for your father, he is bending on holding the child, it cannot happen.
No,
Then that Supreme Court, you will be the one to go and sue the man because the man will take his child.
Don't be angry.
He will be the one to go and sue this person
I'm hearing you. I think I'm-
because the guy will go with his child. You will go and sue him, let people appear in court.
Hear me first. I'm the father of this two sons. This is my brother. So go ahead on what you're saying about the families, your family first. Let's have it.
Yeah, send it out to account, please.
Don't tell me, make me to clever that I don't know it, but I don't know it about that. It's God of-
The reason why I'm feeling for you because you feel disappointed at your daughter for the statement you are hearing. Then I'll call him in as a responsible person. He's not telling me you want to claim somebody's child. If you go with your child. Then go let them go and sue you.
I'm coming. It's God as if to give the child. I'm not born a man, a woman. It's from God.
It's God that gives.
It's gift. So
Because the
don't-
attitude is put
that's
up
the
is
area
not
you're
even
saying.
where I'm
That's
even
the area
going
you're
there,
saying.
this and that. How can you even make that kind of statement?
That's what you try not. It's what this young man tried to do.
Do you know
It's what this young
Relationship
man- don't-
can make
don't
a child
threaten my family.
to stay with person?
Threaten me.
You can't threaten. You don't have any reason to
Then that
threaten
is
you.
here. This my daughter useless. That my future work.
Please don't tell this girl is useless. Please don't do that, okay?
Send her to area knowledge. Send her to area mentality. Send her to area sovereignty.
So you are suffering now
Ma, don't
and
go
you
there.
don't want the marriage.
Ma, don't go there. Say what you're saying.
Mr. Mr. Nuji,
Always.
see, you see life, child does not stop anybody to fulfill destiny. Destiny is in the hand of God. Your mistake does not stop you to fulfill destiny. Your destiny is in the hand of God. When you make mistake, you dust it back, you ask for God forgiveness, you move on with your life will be fulfilled. If you are hoping on this girl, whether she's married now or not, her destiny will definitely be fulfilled. Please don't make that statement on her again. This person did not useless her. Her life is well fulfilled and she will excel in anything she will do. If you want this girl to
You cannot
marry,
escape what you don't tell me. Someone has done it to you.
That is,
go and bring on if you let this man right. At least now go to police station first. Oga.
But I know that's
No. I will not take this threat for granted. No. I will not. No. I will not take this threat for granted. You will go there, go and write statement first, so that anything happen to him, you be held responsible. No, sir. No. This is not an issue of resolution anymore. Please, you people should bring forth for me, abeg. You go there, write statement for threat to life first. Both of you should write it there and write undertaking. This one is a different case entirely. Because I can't keep dwelling in one thing again and again and again. You will tell us what this person do to your apart from the pregnancy that they
Madam, it's okay.
discussed.
I cannot say that. It's okay. It's okay.
What has it done to you?
It's okay. It's okay.
If we go for investigation, we just don't want to. I just don't want to go into this girl life because she's already married. Even if you have been this virgin how many years ago, it's confirmed they can run test on you and know where you are this virgin. And I don't want to go into that. Going into that is like as good as trying to go into your marriage. You're already married. And there are certain things we will not want this office to do, enter into. I try to overlook so many things. If I don't want to overlook so many things, so many statements you have given here, I will make sure the police investigate it from stage to stage. See Merabe here. We'll take you to Merabe, they will run test on you. They will confirm when you are the virgin. And if I do that, what will I do to your marriage? Let's not go into that. I don't want issue on this thing. I just invite two people for us to settle peacefully and nothing more. The reason why I said you should meet, you spend money on the child. And I want to let this guy show understanding. Let them compensate your father for spending money on the child. The child can still be with you. If only you have access to the child, communicate with the child visit him, drop the child with you. After all, see that the child did not even know him yet as a father. There is something they call justice. Who go with equity. Our tribe will call it in Alebu. If this person have appeared before your father that he wants to marry you, and he said no, they are not, you people are not compatible either by tribe or anything, they will not marry. He has already physically and spiritually win against your father there, because he's the one that denied him not to marry you. That is number one. The issue that both of you were dating, and you know he did not hypnotize you, he did not put anything on your drink. Both of you as young people cherish yourself, you love yourself. You started a relationship and it resulted to pregnancy and you give birth to the child. He has another win you there. It's only God that know who is saying truth, but psychologically we know also who has said truth, because as we're asking, other people are watching. They're going to think of, you have not asked money from him and he refused. There was no communication until he comes now. Anything shouldn't be done in a violent way. This is your son. I've been spending money. Baba, sorry, your daughter has married. I want to come and apologize for, in the first place, even having anything to do with her or impregnating her or anything. Tender the apology. They talk about money they spend on the child. This, thank you for taking care of the child. This is what I'm supporting with the child. Child upkeep. I am not taking the child. The child can stay with you. The child can be visiting me, or I'm taking the child this and that. These are things that they need to discuss amicably. I say, bring the child, let me see. You brought the child. The child did not look like a child that they are not taking good care of. And for the fact that you bring the child without any argument, we cannot take the child and hand over to him because you respect this office. You still go with the child. But the attitude of this argument and threatening and this and that is not proper, sir. What do you really want in this matter? Let us know so that we will know how to play around it. What do you want, sir?
I want to get some access for my wife and my family, because I'm not the only one that doing myself. My father is alive. My mother is alive. I have brother and sister. So I'll come back to you. I love what you say. So I had a, I'm so grateful.
Okay, before you say the guy should not come for the child, what was your thoughts before? Before you say this child, the boy should not come, this man should not come for his child, What was your thoughts before? Because you must have conversation or have whatever before you discuss with them.
What's my analysis is where you don't have from me goodbye. Not call me on phone, not ask of me. I don't hear from him. We don't talk for over 3 years till this time around. He now came to Monet and gave back all the money and spend everything care of this month so far. I think that that boy died. So we come and ask be asking me what son. I think that this my daughter died on the process of that
Is that not what I say?
this thing. He will come to me and be asking me of son. All these things then when he came back, he's not even enjoy within 2 days when I travel because of I lost somebody in the village. I still don't know single time before I came back. And I'm back for the food. More less. After this years, I travel, I lost somebody in the village. I stayed in the he was looking at me from the shop. He didn't please me. That's why he not bought that pepper. As you see, so because I have people that use to monitor everything for him. He's very, very good at it. So as you see that I will come back, you have the monitor. That's all I used to monitor everything for him. And tell him if I came back, I want pepper. To my in-law, to my house-in-law, the address is what he wrote on that paper. How did he self know the address of my in-law? That's very long. But that's where the pipe, the one that used to use the car, for the first time. So imagine the kind of thing, everything. That thing being quarrel between my in-law and this man. How did John just know my in-law house? And in fact, there for about some months ago now, that one is becoming issue now. How John used to know the address of them.
Your in-law.
Yes, that's one issue now. That's John.
Is that not where your daughter is living?
You see, how
I think they serve you later.
how did John know the
They
place?
got it on
How did John know the place and know the address and the number
You
of
can't ask anybody now.
Ma,
You can't ask
wow,
anybody.
I take know the place.
Yes.
They first went to their shop
Mm.
and they saw the one that followed this one.
Mm.
It was that one that directed them to where his sister is staying. I'm not the one. Did they see me
My-
there?
my-
I was not there.
My
They
daughter.
Did
said
that-
they went to your.
did that see me
dispatch
there?
rider went to
Did I
your
go
shop.
with them?
To my in-law house.
The first go there. She
The
said she will collect the paper.
the number and everything.
Chinenye said she will collect the paper on your behalf. The delivery guy say no, you want to see you by yourself. Then she directed the guy to your house. Then from there they did not see you. Then they went and
The
meet
house,
Chinenye back.
the address of house of my in-law is written on that. The house address.
Okay,
The address of
you-
Chisom is written on that.
The address of
The address of Chisom is not on that.
my in-law.
Don't hit my
It's not
table,
on
sir.
there.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Chisom address is not there, sir.
Yeah.
Chisom
Then,
address is
all
not
these
there.
things you come to one night and talk about to making case with me.
That's why I first come to you. That we should settle it
Me to
according to
come here.
ourselves. We should settle it one on one. I
Coming
told you
here and
before.
going back and I'm settling almost 20,000.
But I told you before.
For
I
that-
first
for
come
that-
to you. I first
Tell
come to
me and
you.
my family come here.
I first come to you that we should
I
settle
come here
it
yesterday.
within
I
ourselves.
come here today. I spent almost 40,000 for transport.
But
Now
sir,
for you.
Sir.
Oga, where are you coming from? Did you come from Medogri? No be this Lagos to enter. How you carry for spend 40,000 from yesterday to this place? Take her easy. Come, we are going to release this child to you. You present this child to this office the next meeting. Go and bring me undertaker. Go and bring undertaker.
ma, if the child want to be with them, no problem. I always say it. Anywhere is no problem. If you want to stay with them, let him stay with them. But me, I want to be taking care of him. That is my major concern.
No, I'm not the top.
Where he
I'm not
here
the-
is,
I'm not the top.
where he is not my
You hear
problem.
now?
I'm not the troublesome.
Where he is not my
Do you
problem.
hear now? Do you hear that aside this person? Do you hear his
I'm
response
telling you
now?
that's what is-
You are with somebody's child. You want to die with the child. But I psych him now. Go with the child. Do you hear his response? Meaning he's not a troublesome person.
I know myself, I'm not the troublesome.
Then you are just doing. If they ask one, I say you spend 40,000 to come from Ojo to this place yesterday and today. Oga, take am easy. Life is not the way you see it. Where is the child staying? Give me the full address. Because somebody tell not to catch you. Give me the full address.
his name, right?
The full address of where the child is staying. Write everything there. who is the person?
Yes, yes.
Who is Destiny? Hmm?
His name.
Who is Ononzi?
That is my son.
Is it your son that have that house?
Which house?
The house where your son is staying?
It's my house. Stay with me.
That is where my dad is staying.
Stay with me.
What is this one?
Onyema, that is his name. His Igbo name.
Okay. His Igbo name, Onyema, Onuze, Destiny. So where did the name, if you like, no go with your son, you're on your own. The son did not bear any name that have to do with your name.
And I told her the name that she's supposed to give the son from the beginning. She know. I told her that she should name the boy Samuel.
Do you hear all the name now? Did your name appear in the name of that boy?
No.
Okay. Good and fine. So, you know the father of this son. Why did you give the name of all your father, the boy, your father, your grandfather name, and you did not give the names? You did not mention the manners. Eh?
My father's name is not there. My grandfather's name is there.
So, how many names did you put there?
It's two names.
That is 3 names there now.
My son name, as in our son name, is Igbo name and his English name.
Which one is your son name?
Onuze.
Onuze, is it not your father's name?
Yes.
Is it your father that born the child?
No.
Why didn't you name the child? Is this boy going to school?
He's going to school.
He's
He's going to school.
Which school?
Destiny Academy.
Destiny Academy. Where?
That should be Bale Street.
What class is the child?
It's KG2.
KG2. So, and the father name is not written there. Why? Why do people omit the man name from you? Who took that child to school?
I'm the one.
Why do you remove the man's name?
Because this particular man not cooperate with me.
Hmm?
It doesn't come to me. I don't know if you know him. It's not that I know him.
It's not that you know me.
It's not that I know him. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him. It's not that he came back that I know him. Even if I saw him, I cannot go to place him.
Okay. Did you want to take the child, or you want him to come and pay compensation while the child stay with you and he still take care of his child?
What I want the family as my family to come to settle this issue.
But this person is not your
I'm
in-law.
I'm not a trouble somebody. I don't look like I'm not even if you come where I stay, the peacemaker. I give my things out like I'm for Christmas. So I don't have problem. So let us go and settle between the family and my family.
You heard what he said.
I'm not okay with that.
Eh?
I want us to settle it from here.
You are not okay with that. Okay, I say go with the child and bring the child in the next settlement. Since he want to go and communicate with his family, he said they should go with the child. Okay, the man has said let your family with his family settle. You say you are not okay with that. Please, I'm going for a meeting. I think I'll go and get him and inspect this and let me end this and move for other things. I don't have time for that.
But it's not possible for them to go with the child and bring him in the next meeting.
If you agree that people should go and meet, people should go and meet and resolve.
See what you do. The matter is here. The family, my family, there is no problem. We stand and talk. Then if it doesn't settle, then we come back. But I hope we will settle it.
He said his family is not coming. That's what he said.
Please, that the way he's doing this, have to have somebody.
Whatever you want, okay? Whatever you want from his family, let us know.
No, this is not
That is what I'm
this-
saying.
no,
Because if you want to turn it to his family, your brother has already
this
threatened.
is not the issue of this is the issue of human being, not family.
Your brother has
Not-
already
not-
threatened.
not-
You
not
understand? Even
not
somebody can even, you can pick a child who have
Not-
picked children from road and train without even,
not-
where we don't even know who is
not-
the
not-
whatever enroll them in
not-
school.
Not how we are-
Yes.
not how we are talking about. If you is as people that you can call, then I call people, they stay together. If you can't settle well, then they come back. They do something like that. And so that was no matter, no problem with your friends. Doesn't I mean community doing that.
Oga, what is I'm closing this case. It's closing and closing the case now. What do you want? Because it's like you don't even know what you
No,
want.
I know what I want because you earlier told me that we will set a date that we will talk how much I will give to him. So me, I want everything to end that day, and it will suit me if you go with the child first. I don't know if that day will still hold. The date that you say that we had a meeting, we try through question on air, ask everybody how much is supposed to be and all those things. It will suit me if we come back that day. So if they want to go with the child now, they can go with him. Then when we come back that day, you can know what to do. But on my own part, all I want, I'm not yet married. All I want is just to be taking care of him. If the child can stay with them, no problem. He can stay with them, no problem. But let me be paying his school fees. Let him be seeing me. Let me be seeing him. That is all I'm asking for. For him to stay with me is not my problem. And I told that before. To stay with me is not my problem.
You told me.
I told you so before. I told you so
All
before.
this is, you told me why we
To stay with him, to stay with me, it's not my issue. Let the child stay with them, no problem. But let me be paying his school fees. Let me put him in a school I want. Let him be seeing me weekend. Let me come and take him. After that, I take him back like that, no problem. That is all I want.
Do you agree to that?
Yes.
You draft down the application. You write in the application. You write the man's address, his name and address, that you allow him access to his child, to be taking care of the child, and to enroll the child in the school of his choice, and grant him access to the son to visit and while he is in custody of the child, and also visit the child on the next meeting after having a meeting with his family.
This thing that's what I'm telling you happens. I can't see my wife. Because what was taking care of.
Okay, go with this child. Come, that is my decision. Go with your child. Bring the child in the next meeting.
When is the next meeting?
The next meeting will be next week Thursday. Today is Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes.
Next week Thursday.
I'll check it.
Yeah, give me let me write resolution.
I was just asking question.
No, bring a paper. I'm done with the this week. Next week Thursday,
Let me
your
check.
father must have called, talked with his family. Come and take the child, whatever we agree that day. Come and carry the child and finalize it.
So I'm the mother of the child. I also have the say. What he said is okay. What John said is okay.
John said the child will be with your father,
Yes.
and your father don't have any decision now. And for now, you can't write on
That's it.
that.
I started talking.
No,
Let
hold
us
on,
be going.
please. Hold on, please.
No, it's person that I'm asking mommy.
Excuse me,
You know,
sir.
you're taking,
Yes,
Give
my
me
husband.
relationship.
you're taking this in too wide. It's not like that.
Oga, please. I
Me
have
and John don't have
a
any, me and John don't have any problem.
Hold on,
We don't have
sir.
any issue. It's where it's to profit on this place. My life, my life.
Next Thursday is 15th of
John.
September.
John,
Sir.
there's no problem. We don't have any problem. Yeah.
That's what
Let
I'm
us
saying.
go.
You can be
Let
with
us
you.
go. We settle.
He can be with you,
Yeah.
no problem. I told you
Yeah.
so
Let
before.
us go. We
Yeah, I don't
settle.
have any
That's
problem.
no problem.
She knows.
See, this
I don't have any
life,
problem
this
with
life
that.
by her is nothing.
I don't have any problem.
Everything
with that.
this life ended up in this life. You understand? So, but I'm ready for you to anything. You have
No,
money.
please, he was just asking me.
Yeah, mommy, tell me.
Please. 15th
Yeah.
of September.
Yeah, mommy.
2024.
John,
Where's the-
put that on it. So that's me. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, don't do that.
This meeting is adjourned to 15th of September 2023 by 12 noon. The family of the defendant father will relate to the office for the final resolution. Mr. John is to present the child back to us on that same date. How is the date?
My boy said the child should go with us.
Mommy, let us
What's today's date?
I beg. That is where I talk before I beg. I want to become this place again. I beg. For this issue. Let us go home and settle.
Today is 6th of September.
Please let us go home and settle this one. Let us go home and settle this one.
All right, thank you, viewers. This meeting is scheduled again to the 15th of September 2022 by 12 o'clock noon. The defendant family, Mr. Onoji, must have get back to his family and relate back to us. Thank you very much.